Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you all are doing fine, and I, Milan Singh, welcome you again on this session. Today we will be discussing physiography of Chhattisgarh state. I hope you are aware that we here at Purvanchal IAS are providing you full course of CGPSC. All you need to do is go to the Google Play Store and download this Purvanchal IAS app, and from there you can access our courses. We are providing it with Chhattisgarh Special. And with the same series, I am bringing you today the physiography of Chhattisgarh. Apart from CGPSC, we have courses of UPSC, Uttar Pradesh PSC, Madhya Pradesh PSC, NCERT courses and many more. And all of these courses are available on online module. You can just go and select, just sit back at home and study. Now see, as far as physiography is concerned, that is, we talk about the physical division of a particular area. This is a branch of geography which talks about the physical features or physical relief of a certain place. So as far as Chhattisgarh is concerned, it is a state which has plateau part, that is the highland, and also the area of hills and plains. And one of the oldest plateau also is present here. So when we talk about physical divisions of Chhattisgarh, we have four divisions in Chhattisgarh. First one you can see is the Eastern Baghelkhand Plateau. This pink part comprises of the Eastern Baghelkhand Plateau. Second is this Jashpur Samri part. So this is a part area. I hope you know that part is the basically tabletop highland which is flat and steep from other two sides and flat at the top. It somehow looks like this, which is steep from the other two sides, but in the top it is flat area, a little above the highland. So this is Jashpur Samri part. Then third is the plain of Chhattisgarh. So maximum area is this plain of Chhattisgarh, which is drained by Mahanadi river and its tributaries, Mahanadi basin basically. So this darker blue area is the plain of Chhattisgarh. And then you have this oldest, one of the oldest plateau, which is a Dandikaran Plateau south of Chhattisgarh. So likewise this you have four divisions. Now this topic becomes very important because this is a base for you. This is how you will understand what are the physical features of Chhattisgarh, what are the locations of Chhattisgarh, what are the important special features that different area has, which mineral is produced, what rock system you have, which are the river drainage system present in this particular area. And you get a lot of questions from this, and this, like I told you, acts as a base. The physical division of any area can talk about it a lot. So starting with the Eastern Baghelkhand Plateau, it has its extension in the northern part of Chhattisgarh like we have seen. So we have districts such as Korea, Surajpur, Balrampur, some part of Sarguja and little bit a part of Korba also, which is present in the Eastern Baghelkhand Plateau or is considered in the Eastern Baghelkhand Plateau. This Eastern Baghelkhand Plateau also acts as a water divider between Mahanadi drainage system and Ganga drainage system. Basically, this is Son Ganga drainage system. Ganga itself does not comes into Chhattisgarh, not even its tributary Son. But there are many tributaries of Son which drain the region of this area, and that is why this acts as a water divider between Mahanadi drainage system of Chhattisgarh and Son Ganga drainage system of Chhattisgarh. The rock series that is present here is Gondwana rock, and Gondwana rock has presence of mineral that is coal. So coal is the major mineral that is found in this area. Apart from coal, we do have other minerals like limestone, some of bauxite also, but the major mineral is coal which is found here, and I hope you know that Chhattisgarh is one of the largest producers of coal in India. There is a highest peak Devgarh which is also located in the Eastern Baghelkhand Plateau. The slope of this plateau is towards north, and this is the basic reason that because of this north slope, the river also tend to flow the northward. Why? For example, this is supposedly this is Jashpur, an area, and from here originates this Kanhar river. It originates from Jashpur and then goes towards north, that is the upward side, and then it meets Son. This is one of the tributaries of Son which drains the part of Chhattisgarh. So likewise the rivers go upward because of this slope of north. The main rivers of Eastern Baghelkhand Plateau are Banas, its tributary Gopal, then there is Rihand, Kanhar and Bijal. Now if we take a look in the map, you can see this is Eastern Baghelkhand Plateau. In the beginning, the map that I told you was an intact consolidated map of Chhattisgarh, this one. And here we have seen that this part is total Eastern Baghelkhand Plateau. Now we will take a closer look of this in that map present. See, this is core districts of Chhattisgarh. Then here we have Surajpur. Then we have Sarguja. Then we have this, and here we have Balram. Districts basically of Chhattisgarh state, which are the part of Eastern Baghelkhand Plateau. See here, talking about the slope which is northward, and then talking about the river basin, you have Hasdev river here flowing. It originates from Korea and then flows towards this Korba and then goes downwards. Very important. There is a beautiful Amritdhara waterfall also river, and there is a Hasdev dam here. Then here we have Rihand basin, basically the area drained by Rihand river. It originates from this Matiranga. There is this Udaipur Churi hills in the scene, and from Matiranga this Rihand river originates and flow upward and then meets Son, but it drains the whole area. We have Rakshganda waterfall here. There is a Rihand dam also. So this river, and then Kanhar originates from this Jashpur area. Kanhar, you can see from here, this Jashpur area, it originates and then here goes to Balrampur and then meets the Son river. So it forms the drainage of this area. Now this Kanhar is also a water divider between Jharkhand and Chhattisgarh. Okay. So this is all about the drainage system that happens into this region. Now we have seen that we have hill also, that these are hills of Changbakar and Devgarh. Devgarh mountain, the highest peak, the Korea district. Okay. Here is a Sonhat from where the Gopad river originates, the very important. This is the Sonhat plateau. Then you have this Sarguja basin. Okay. Here you can see we have this Ramgarh. Ramgarh hills are very, very famous for the reason that it is the one of the thing which is ancient time. In Ramgarh hill you have lot of caves such as Sita Bengra, Lakshman Bengra, Jogi Mara. And they have the evidences from the Stone Age also, Ramayan Age also. Like Stone Age, we have seen a lot of things from Kabra Hill. Then apart from Kabra, we have from Sita Bengra and Lakshman Bengra, Jogimara caves. We have the evidences from Mauryan Age also in the Sita Bengra and Jogimara caves. And it is also said that during the Ramayan time when the Kalidas, the famous poet Kalidas visited, he wrote his Meghdutam in this Ramgarh hills only. So these are basically important from the point of history also. I have covered this in the part of ancient history of Chhattisgarh. If you haven't watched that, please do so. So this is what the plain looks like. Okay. Now let us read about them in a little detail. See, Changbakar Devgarh mountain, Korea district, the highest peak is Devgarh and they are considered to be part of a Baghelkhand plateau. Obviously, it is Eastern Baghelkhand, so Devgarh mountain, the question, it is a part of a Baghelkhand plateau of Chhattisgarh. We also have the extension of Kaimur mountain series. I hope you know that there are mountain series if you have studied in Indian geography. So Kaimur mountain series is here present in the Eastern Baghelkhand plateau. In the extension is there in the Korea district, and from here Kaimur mountain originates the Hasdev river. This is a part of Vindhyachal mountain. I think you know that in the Vindhyachal mountain we have Satpura, Kaimur, etc. series. So here is the extension of Kaimur mountain series, and here is the Hasdev basin, Hasdev river originating. So this is the extension of Kaimur mountain range. Then you have Ramgarh series. I already told you that Ramgarh present in Sarguja is so much famous. It is a part of Satpura range. Okay. And there are important caves such as Sita Bengra, Lakshman Bengra, Jogi Mara. Sita Bengra is theatre, and in Jogi Mara caves you have the evidence of love story of Devdasi Sutnuka and Devdutt. Devdutt was a dancer, so their love story is depicted on the wall of this cave. And there is a Sita Kund, and it is said that from the Sita Kund in the Ramayan period the people used to collect water. And Kalidas, like I told you, it is said that Meghdutam, Kalidas had written this in this Ramgarh hill also, which was later on translated to Chhattisgarhi by Mukutdhar Pandey. In Surajpur, you have Sita Lekhni mountain, which is again one of the evidence of the Ramayan period. So likewise, you have lot of things present here in the Eastern Baghelkhand plateau. And I told you the main mineral here is the coal, because you have basically the Gondwana rock series. So one of the producers of coal is this particular area. and even certain tribes like Kol, Korku, they are found here. And apart from this, since you have these rivers like Rihand, Kanhar, which are draining the particular area, it makes them fertile of rice. So rice cultivation does occurs here because of this good drainage from Rihand and Kanhar basin. So this particular area of Eastern Baghelkhand Plateau actually covers almost 16.16% of Chhattisgarh. So you can see it is a good percentage of area that it is covering. And as far as the soils are concerned, the place has red yellow soil, which is known as Matasi in the Chhattisgarhi local name, and which is good for cultivation of sugarcane and paddy, etc. So this is all about the Chhattisgarh's first physical division, that is the Eastern Baghelkhand Plateau. Now let's move towards the second division, that is the Jashpur summary part. So in the beginning of this map, I have shown you this area, Jashpur summary part, this blue one. This is the area of Jashpur summary part, and I told you what is a part which is flat from the top and steep from the sides, a little upward in the highland. That is known as Part A. It is generally considered an extension of Chotanagpur Plateau in India, and this part of Jashpur summary part is contended part of this Chotanagpur Plateau. You have the geological structure of Deccan Trap here. Basically the oldest Archean rock system is found here, and Deccan Trap you have, and that is why abundance of bauxite mineral is being found here. And the slope of this particular area is southeast. Okay, so we have certain important rivers like Ib, Mani, Kanhar. Kanhar, I told you in the beginning, it also drains the part of Eastern Baghelkhand when it reaches this Balrampur area. So it starts from Jashpur only. Now see, in this Jashpur summary part, actually these two are different. Now Jashpur is basically the biggest region of this Jashpur part, and summary is the highest region. That means the summary part has been in the highest location of this particular part. So that you need to remember, they are written together but then they are different. This is, see the closure look of this Jashpur summary part region. So we have Man part here, the coldest place of Chhattisgarh, which is also known as the Shimla of Chhattisgarh. We have lots of part here. You can see Samri part, Zamir part, Lesoon part, Pendra part, Jarang part. So likewise you have so many parts in this area. That is why we say that this is part area, and then itself the Jashpur part. You can see the rivers such as Ib, little bit of Kanhar flowing this area, and then you have this little bit of Mand here. So these areas drain the area of Jashpur summary part. See, the most important here is Man part, the Shimla of Chhattisgarh. The location is basically Sarguja. This is the highest part of the state. Okay, height you can see 1152, and from here originates the Mand river. You can see here I have shown you this Mand is originating from this Man part area. So this is the Mand river originates. And a lot of times it is being asked in the question that when Tibetan refugees came, where were they made to be settled? So it was the place Men part where in 1962 when Tibetan refugees came, they were asked to settle in. And here many of the things are there for the tourism purpose. We have Tiger Point, Eco Point, Fish Point, we have Bouncing Land, etc. being found here. Jaljali, these are all the places to see. And white musli is being cultivated in the Man part area, and I told you this is the coldest place of Chhattisgarh in the winter month. So that is why called as the Shimla. We have Jashpur part. I told you Jashpur part is the biggest and the longest part of the state. Okay, as far as the part is concerned, I am not telling part, I am telling part. So this is the biggest part. Okay. Then we have Pendra part, and this is the origin of these two Ib and Kanhar river in the Jashpur district. We have this Pendra part, you can see this one, and from here only originates this Ib river and originates this Kanhar river. So okay, this drains the area of this Jashpur summary part. Then you have Jarang part, which is in the Balrampur, and iron found here in abundance. I told you this is Deccan traps, and the majority of thing you will find is, So let us now talk about this Jarang part. So this is found in the Balrampur district, and bauxite ore is found here in abundance. I told you in the beginning that The rock structure here is the Deccan Traps, and from here you find the main mineral as bauxite. We have seen in Eastern Baghelkhand Plateau we found coal, and here is the majority of bauxite. Same here in Zamir part, which is again in Balrampur. This is called as the plain of bauxite. So Jarang, and let us just, this is Jarang part, this is the Zamir part. These are the area of bauxite. So please remember the mineral bauxite is being found here. I will cover the minerals of Chhattisgarh separately, but for now, Balkan Plateau I told you just now. But here the highest peak of Chhattisgarh is Gorlata, which is found in the Samri part area, and this is the highest region I told you in the beginning only. And its shape is kind of ladder type, so ladder type of shape you can find here of Samri part. Then there is Kusami part, and it is at times called as Jashpur Kusami part also. Like I said, Jashpur Samri part, so this part region at times is called as Jashpur Kusami part also. Now this is situated between northern part of Jashpur of Balrampur, and Khudia and Jashpur Plateau comes under this particular part. So you can see Pur and Balrampur. There is one more part. This is Lesun part being here in Balrampur. So you can see you have so many parts present here. That is why it is a part region. So these are basically the highland region. The part is I told you in the beginning like this. And you find majority of laterite soil here. See, laterite soil is formed due to leaching. Now this is a part region. What is leaching? When rainfall occurs, because of this rainfall the layers are leached, and after several times of leaching, the soil that is formed is known as laterite soil. But this laterite soil is not that good for crops or anything. It is good for only plantation type of crop, or it is good for horticulture things. Because this laterite soil is not good for the cultivation of crops. It is only for the horticulture and plantation crops. So yes, this region is good in the horticulture part, and laterite soil is very good for construction purpose, which is found from here of Jashpur Samri part. So I hope you have taken a look the closure one from this particular area. Now let us move a little further. From here also we have certain tribes such as Oraon, Birhor, which are found here. Tribal things also will take up in another lecture where we will be covering the tribes of Chhattisgarh. Now comes the Mahanadi Basin, which is also known as plain of Chhattisgarh. I have showed you in the beginning that the majority of this middle area of Chhattisgarh, or say the central area of Chhattisgarh, is this Chhattisgarh plains or the Mahanadi Basin, basically drained by Mahanadi river. So this is plain of Chhattisgarh. Extension is Raipur, Durg and Bilaspur division. See, when we say division, please remember division means in Chhattisgarh we have 5 divisions: Korea division, Raipur, Durg, Bilaspur and Bastar division. So likewise 5, and under this there are many districts. So the whole of Raipur division, Durg division and Bilaspur division is the part of plain of Chhattisgarh. And you have Kadpa rock series here, which is famous for limestone. So you can see that this area is basically the one. This is the biggest area, so we have to study it in a little bit detail. This area covers almost 50% of Chhattisgarh, basically 50.34. So somewhere take it now 50%. So you can see that majority of the area is this Mahanadi Basin. Now let us take a look. Now this is the most industrialized, most developed area, and the area with highest population density is here, because you have the capital Raipur, you have Durg here, the industrial area Bhilai here. So see. Now let us see. This is Durg Rajnandgaon Highland. We have Balod here. This is Dhamtari, Garyaband, Mahasamund, Raipur, Bemitara, Kavardha, Pendra Lormi, Korba Basin, Bilaspur, Janki. All of these, Raigad, these are a little bit of this Hasdev coming here. And you can see that we have lot of rivers here. See, Mahanadi river itself, it has its tributary with Shivnath. Tributaries like this Jonk, then we have Hasdev, then we have Manihari, and so wide area being drained by several reasons. Now let us understand about them in a little bit detail. Coming to this Maikal series, which is crescent shape, I would like to show it to you in the beginning also, when I had made a slide of that division. See, this area is basically the Maikal region, which is a part of plain of Chhattisgarh. Okay, so this is why this color of brown is Maikal, but this is considered under the division of Chhattisgarh plain only. So see, apart from having a water divider of Shivnath and Vanganga, it also separates Upper Mahanadi and Upper Narmada basin. Okay. In the drainage part, I'll also tell you that there are 5 different drainage systems. So we have Mahanadi basin and then we have Narmada basin. Narmada is towards the Maikal. So this acts as a water divider between the two. Mainly you find sal forest here in this area, and due to Maikal range, the region comes under rain shadow area. Now what is this rain shadow area? Let me tell you the meaning of rain shadow. See, what happens is, supposedly this is Maikal range. Okay. You have Maikal range in this area, Maikal Hill. So what happens is, we have 2 branches of monsoon, Arabian Sea branch, and then here we have Bay of Bengal branch. Okay, for example. Now see, this Arabian Sea branch, what happens when it comes Kavardha. Talking about this Bay of Bengal branch, when Bay of Bengal branch west air, that is the southwest monsoon, because of this Maikal range acting in between as an obstacle, this southwest monsoon, this side of the area, it becomes dry. The air of southwest monsoon becomes dry, and then it crosses this area and reaches beside the area of Maikal. But since it has become dry and no moisture left, it is not able to cause rainfall into this area, and that is the rain shadow effect. That is having less rainfall because of a hill acting as an obstruction. I think you have studied in Indian geography the concept of rain shadow. Due to the Maikal range, this particular jo area hai, the extension of this particular districts, they are come under the rain shadow area. Then we have this Durg marginal highlands, that is the area of Durg division. We have extension in Dondi Lohra, Balod, Ambagarh Chowki, Rajnandgaon. We have certain mountains like Dali, Dongargarh. These are famous, I think you know. Then we have Durg Marginal Highland, that is the area of basically Durg division. The extension is in Balod, Dondilora and Ambagarh Chowki, Rajnandgaon. We have mountains like Dali Rajra and Dongargarh here. And this mountain of Dali Rajra is basically extended from Balod to the Kanker district. And it is situated between 2 of the rivers, that is the Kharkara river and the Tandula river. And in Dongargarh you have famous temple also. So this is important here. Then you have Pendra Lormi Plateau. I told you in the beginning only that this Pendra Lormi is important from current affairs perspective, because in 2019 only the new district of Gorilla Pendra Marwahi created. So this Pendra Lormi is an extension in Gorilla Pendra Marwahi, Mungeli and Korba. There are peaks such as Palma Peak and Lafagar peaks which are present in this particular area of Pendra Lormi Plateau. Then we have Sihava mountain of Dhamtari, very important, origination of Mahanadi which originates from here. And its ancient name was Suktimati, the capital of Chedi dynasty. When there was Mahajanpads in India and Chhattisgarh was under the Chedi Mahajanpad, it is said that their capital was Suktimati, which is this Dhamtari. And there is an ashram of Saint Shaptashringi, which is from the Ramayana period. So this is important, okay. And there was Sihava Nagri Jungle Satyagraha also which took place, and these are basically important from the historical point of view. I have covered this in the part of history. Then we have Churi Udaipur series, which is the origin place of Rehand river. There is a place Mathuranga from where this originates. So this is also a part of Mahanadi basin. This is a Chhata. Then this is a plain of Bilaspur and Raigarh. We have an highest peak here or place in Chhattisgarh. So basically in the summer season, the average highest maximum temperature is found in Raigarh and this Janjgir Chapa district. So this is about the Mahanadi basin, or say the plain of Mahanadi. Then we have the Dande current plateau, which is the southern part of the Chhattisgarh. This is one of the oldest plateau of India, and it is not only in Chhattisgarh but it has extension or expanded in Telangana, Andhra Pradesh and Odisha as well. This is an extension in the Bastar division. I told you there are 5 divisions, one such is Bastar. And there is Dharwad rock series, and abundance of iron ore is found here. Very important, because a lot of question comes from this. A lot of tribes are present, dense forest area. This is also an area of Naxalite activity. So this is a very important area from the exam point of view. This area and the area of Eastern Bagelkhand Plateau and Samri part, all of these are important. So let us see what all things are present here. First of all, it is drained by the Godavari drainage system. We have the tributaries of Godavari such as Indravati coming from Odisha and draining this area, and then we have Shabri also coming from Odisha and draining this plains of Bastar. So here you can see you have Kanker, Kondagaon, Bastar, Sukma, Dantewada, Narayanpur, Bijapur. These are the areas of Bastar division. Okay, so this is Indravati is called the lifeline of Bastar. You have Dantewada here, which is having the presence of Danteshwari Mandir, Danteshwari temple. This is Abujmad area, which is the area of Abujmadiya tribe and also the area which gets the highest rainfall in Chhattisgarh. This is basically known as Cherrapunji of Chhattisgarh because of so much of rainfall. Then near this Indravati river we have Indravati National Park. So its name is also Indravati because of this Indravati river flowing here. We also have a Chitrakoot waterfall on the Indravati river. Then you have Sukma here where you have Gupteshwar waterfall in this Shabri river. We have Tirathkar waterfall in the Munga Bahar, which is the tributary of Sabri. This is a Raughat area. So you can see Raughat. This is famous for best quality of iron ore. Like I told you, iron is found from here. So these are the special features of Dandakaran Plateau. If you see, we have Belladella in Dantewada having the highest peak as Nandiraj. Best quality iron ore also found from Belladella. And from Belladella, the iron ore is exported to Japan through Visakhapatnam seaport. So this is being asked a lot of times that from where the iron ore from Chhattisgarh is exported to Japan. So this is from Belladella Hills, which is important. And this Belladella Hills is being made up of oldest Archean rocks groups. Okay? Then there is a Bastar Plateau, the plateau of Bastar and Sukma. We have Jhiram Ghati, Darbha Ghati. Ghati area is here. The whole, roads are in the Ghati pattern. So this is there. Now, Raughat Hill, I told you, iron ore is found in abundance here. The Kanker area having Raughat Hill. Keshkal Valley, very, very important. It is in Kondagaon, which is known as the entrance gate of Bastar. That means when you enter Keshkal Ghati, you understand that you are entering Bastar. So this is known as the entrance gate of Bastar. Now, in the Keshkal Valley, you have other valleys such as Telin Valley, where the Telin Mata temple is situated, one of the famous temple here. Keshkal Valley makes a boundary between Chhattisgarh Basin and plateau of Bastar. Like I told you, the upper part is Chhattisgarh Basin and then you have plateau of Bastar. So Keshkal Valley actually makes a water divider between the two. The Keshkal Valley is also a water divider between Mahanadi and Indravati. Mahanadi in the north and Indravati in the south, the Godiari river in the south. And this is also known as Valley of Flowers. Okay, this is known as Valley of Flowers. Then we have Abujmad Hills, Narayanpur and Bijapur location. We have famous Khursel Valley here where highest quality teak is found. Teak plants are found. Okay, heaviest rainfall and that is why it is known as Cherrapunji of Chhattisgarh. There is Gadiya Hill also. Gadiya temple, Gadiya festival is celebrated here in the Kanker district. It is present. Ari Dongri, a lot of times it has been asked where is Ari Dongri located. So basically it is located in the Banu Pratappur Tehsil of Kanker district and it is famous for iron ore. This whole area contains iron ore, I told you. Plain of Bastar includes Bijapur and Sukma. And there is Albakka Hill in the Bijapur district. So you can see so many hills and so many things are basically present here. It is drained by the drainage of Godavari. Like I told you, Godavari drainage system. There are many rivers which drains this particular area. We have many rivers draining this area and making beautiful waterfalls. And also we have like here we have the tributary of this Shabri, which is Kanker. One is Munga Bahar. I told you there is Tirathkar waterfall. In the Kanker we have Kanker National Park. Kanker Valley National Park is present here, which is also one of the very important national parks among the three. See, we have 3 national parks in Chhattisgarh. 2 of them in this area only. This is Indravati National Park is here, I told you, and the another one is Kanker Valley National Park, which is present here. Another is this Bastar is called the land of tribes because a lot of tribal people here, like here Abujmadiya, then we have others also present here, Media, Madia, etc. And then this is also called land of minerals because like I told you, there is iron ore in abundance, but apart from iron ore, you also get to see cardamom, kimberlite and many others which are found here. Okay, so this is the area having a lot of dense forest, a lot of tribes and a lot of minerals and beautiful waterfalls in 2 of the national parks of Chhattisgarh out of the 3, and Godavari river draining the area and a very much fertile one, having a lot of importance. So basically today we have covered the physiographic division of Chhattisgarh, and I expect you to remember it, learn it like anyhow. You should remember all the 4 divisions and the places that exist and the special features that exist, because this forms the base of geography of Chhattisgarh. And if you do it, trust me, your geographical subject or syllabus of your geography would be to a larger extent done with the basics parts, because this is how you know which is the rock structure, this is how you know which minerals do exist. So that is for today, and then reminding you again that we here at Purvanchal IAS are with you for the preparation of CGPSC and also for the others examination. So just download the app from Google Play Store and enjoy the study being at home. Thank you so much.